Uh, Over last stream, we tweaked some things in the lighting and stuff, I think. Then we did the batch rendering. So over the last week, I've been rendering the turntable for this guy and the renders for sure. So this is the turntable. Pretty sweet. I'm really happy of how it turns out in the end. So that's cool. Um, yeah, I'm kind of like mesmerized by the video. So today we're gonna actually do the post production on the renders, which is not going to be much complicated. Um, we're also going to do the post production for this video, this turntable, which is going to be pretty much the same, and um, maybe rendering like some of the ZBrush renders, maybe. We'll see. Hey Marco, the render is really awesome. Love it. Thank you. Thank you so much, Starval. So, yep. Yep, 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 yep. Let's turn this one off for the moment. So, the last thing that I rendered over the streams was the frog character, and I'm pretty much going to reuse the same like recipe for post production for him. It's gonna make us go faster with everything. Yeah, do you know which one is the next one? Yeah, it's going to be I'm going to render the Mega Wawa in the same style as the Megagato. Just for having like both of them having the same like visual style. And then after that, then I don't know. Then we'll see. I'll go with my gut feeling at the moment. Post image. Just leaving myself some notes. Hello, frog. Welcome, frog. Here's your frog. Okay, so let's just check what I did for this character. It's probably not going to be in like anything really. So I did cut out the character, it seems. Yeah, I did render him without the background after all. I thought I actually okay, because I rendered the cat like there's no transparency. Like I would need to create a mask if I want to control the background for the cat. By the way, talking about the cat, so this is an example of one of the renders. This was the main shot. This image is pretty big. It's in 6,000 pixels wide. So yeah, resolution is very big on this one. There's a few things I'm going to try to see if I can denoise. Like these like panels on the floor, they actually were. I should have boosted the specular more. I did for the turntable, but for the images, I was like, oh, I'll try to do it just by hand instead. But the rest is looking nice, so that's cool. It's not really meant to be seen from that close. Like I just render from that close in case I need like to do like promotion shots or stuff like this, right? But when I rendered the character, I knew that there was not going to be any like much close-ups and stuff. So yeah, it's more like maybe seen from like this distance. This is like 70% of the zoom. This is more like what it was intended for. Any feeling of what you would do next? Yeah, somebody just asked me that question. I'm gonna render the Megagato and then I'm going to choose something else. So let's start by getting this character in. I know that they're the same dimension, so that's not going to be a problem. So let's call it 0, 1, paste it here. Okay, now it's centered. You know what, I kind of like calibrated the background pretty well already. Like I don't feel like I'm going to need to do like much about that, but we'll see after I'm done with the just the effects. What I call the effects, which is basically just the levels in the post. Ba-da-ba-bum. So I just want to see what were the effects on him. So there's the logo, and there's a few things. It might be subtle on the stream. I mean, it's subtle on my screen, but like I'm just not sure how much like nuances they translate over the over Twitch or YouTube if you're looking at it from YouTube. So there was an added saturation, which is okay. You know what? I'm just gonna look at them one at a time. Okay, so this layer is really just a dust layer to kind of like make sure things are a bit more noisy overall. There's also this noise filter, which I'm not sure I'm gonna need to use. There's like a natural noise on my model, so I'm not feeling like it needs more. Previously, I also had this like grudge layer. Like you can see it like here. Oops, there you go. But not sure how much I need that. Yeah. Then there were the levels. So number one was vibrance, which is like subtle, but it just like adds a little bit more life to it. That's fine. Yeah. These were the color balancing. Now the question is, am I gonna want to color balance? Because like for frog, I made it like a warmer tone, and oh, you can hear the construction, eh? Yeah, we're fortunately and they're right under me right now, so that's something I can't really control. But all right, let's do with that. I'm so sick and tired to live in construction. It's been like since March, and my house has been ready to start the construction since July of 2022. Ugh, it sucks. Construction goes better. All right, so let's just check what I did for the color balance. So midtones, you see midtones a little bit more yellow and red. Highlights, much more yellow, a little bit red, and shadow going more like blue and cyan. Um, Yeah, this is often what I use, but maybe like I'm not gonna want to boost it as much. Um, because it's like it's nice. It's just I guess like the skin getting much more red than it is not something I'm looking for. Also, the Megagato is that's not what I'm gonna want to do with him. What if I turn off the vibrance? No. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna duplicate the color correction. And I'm gonna make one where I don't go so high in the warm colors for the highlights. Hmm. See, having a little bit of blue in the midtones, I kind of like this. Not too much, but that's good. Yeah. So you see how it's actually like colder now compared to before? And this is like what I did for the frog, which is bringing it like even more like in the yellow taints. This is neutral. This is with the blue. Yeah. I'm feeling probably blue is going to be the best choice for this. I feel for the frog like getting more like I was gonna say sepia. It's not really sepia, but getting more into like the warmer tones actually helped for him. For this one, less. And the values don't need to be high for it to make a big difference. So yeah, yeah. I'm feeling like this is. I'm feeling like this is good. And then there's the levels. The levels are just like boosting. That's even. It's just at 50%. And yeah, the levels are just boosting the whites a little bit. That's what I did for the frog character at least, which is I think good for this one as well. Just make the head pop a little bit. Let's look at it from afar. Yeah, it's good. Actually boosting even more is is kind of good. At this point, this is too blasted, but like right before, like around like the value of 200, it's pretty good. Okay, now something I'm going to do, you're not going to see on screen what I do, but I'm just going to change this window from screen. So I just want to see like how it looks from like different screen values. Normally I would close my curtains as well to not be affected by the light. But yeah, like I'm not going to really do that now. So I'm just looking at the other screen for the moment. You're not going to see anything from your perspective. Okay, looks good. And this screen here, this one is the shitty screen. It looks shittier, but looks good. I say shitty just because I really don't like its calibration. It's kind of like the screen on my left is like desaturating everything that's like dark. Um, and it's like, yeah. Also, my Cintiq feels like it's not like the best calibrated one. My Cintiq, the contrast is extremely high on my Cintiq. Um, and this one here is like that's the 4K monitor, which is always like fun to see like the quality, like what somebody with 4K would see. Also for like mobile applications, it helps me. Um, and also the color is not as intense as the Cintiq, but it feels more average. So if it looks good on this one, normally I know that like I'm gonna be okay. Which it does. Looks good. So now little Chaos Masons logo, and I'll also need the title. I won't have these cracks. This is not in style. But I will have. Actually, you know what? Let's come back on the logo after I'm done with the sorry, the logo of Chaos Masons. After I'm done with the rest, there is one thing I want to add. And this is something that might just be for the like this view. It's going to be like a gradient like this at the bottom. Now this is too strong for sure, but let's tone it down. Because this is like much too bright. It actually it focuses too much on the ground. But if I tone it down like this, it's pretty good. There's already that. Also, I said I wanted to check if I could fix the graininess here. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to duplicate my image. And let's see. Let's apply a reduce noise. Oops, not on the good layer. denoise. It's already helping. Hmm. I feel like it would need to be much more than that. Maybe if I run it twice. Yeah, I just had to run it twice. Okay, so that's cool for the denoising. Of course, the rest of the image is like now it looks like a dream sequence. So like that's the normal state. And that's the dream sequence of the thing. It's like that cheap effect they were always using in old movies. All right, let's put a mask on this. Full black, and let's just bring it up here in the areas. Oops. Come on. It's in this area a little bit. Boom. There we go. Like I'll render and make sure I don't have graininess like this for sure. I just don't feel that I kind of like need to do that everywhere, especially if like the graininess is not too bad and not too visible. I'd rather not have to spend so much time rendering. Like there's a bit of graininess here I remembered, but like it's not even visible anymore. I think I did boosted the specular levels though, so that did help for the renders. But otherwise, see there's like no noise, so there's like a little bit here, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna use my pen. I was using my mouse for that, and it's kind of like annoying. Uh, no, it's blurring a bit too much. Anyway, it was not really disturbing me enough, so... well, it's a... It's a bit. Now that I look at it. Actually, you know what? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 2 passes, actually. One of them is just gonna have 1 reduction pass. Oops. See, there we go. That's good. And I'm not going to go around all of my model for this. I just wanted to do this for the part that's close to the head. There we go. All right, so let's save this. Let's go check on our on my website for my previous images of this guy. Where is he? There we go. Okay. Okay, no, so I had no images for him. Okay. So also I'm gonna create like the name of like a series for him. It's gonna be called the Meganimals. And his name is Megagato. Oops. Just gonna make sure I can place it here. Let's just figure out like a font that looks cool. I'm not gonna go into like I'm gonna go into like graphic design and create like a logo and everything. That's not what I do. But I do want to make a good choice for like that font is nice, but I'm looking for some like badass arena, like that's not bad. This one, the kind of like military style, a bit like this. That's really cool. Well, I don't know if it's military style, and from afar, it kind of like had the. This one's cool. It's just unreadable. So, oh, what about this one? Yeah, a bit unreadable. So Esten Seller, for the moment, seems to be the best. Ooh, spooky. Impact. Impact is good, actually. Impact's not bad. That's the Predator. This one's good, also. This one's it's a bit more like sci-fi-ish. This one's a bit too much unreadable. Unreadable as well. Too simple. Star Wars. No. No. Ooh. Terminator. You see, the Terminator one is kind of like funny because it's like the whole like character is kind of like a like he's badass, but it's like somewhat of like a parody. It's very kitsch, and using the Terminator sound, font makes it really kitsch as well. So I think I'm gonna go for that actually. I feel it's like the right vibe. Um, all right, so let's do this. Let's zhuzh it a little bit though. I'm looking at Terminator title screens, how they played with the I don't want to like copy it either because my goal is not to make it a copy of like I'm not making a Terminator animal, so okay. Okay, let's grab this. Let's put it over. Let's boost the levels. Oh, the resolution is pretty shitty. It's like the effect that I want, it's just not oh, what's this? Is the resolution going to be good enough for this one? Nah, I think it's not going to be. No, I don't like the curves. Wonder if I'm going to be able to do something with that. I boost the levels. All right. And let's just see if a little glow is going to help. Okay, one last thing. Yeah, I'm not really a graphic designer, but let's just say that it's going to be that. And I'll copy the same effects on the Chaos Masons logo. All right, that's going to be good enough. Let's save that. Is the opacity too big on those though? Yeah, maybe like All right. So this is basically going to be the template for everything else. So I'm going to color code a few things. Basically, what I'm color coding green is just to say that like there is some manipulation needed. If I'm color coding it blue, gray, it means basically there shouldn't be any need for color for like any manipulation at all. There we go. All right. So let's just run through. One, two, 3, 4. I guess here I'm changing the resolution. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna drag them here. Actually, I didn't think about that, but I just realized I don't know if I'm actually going to want to keep this image in 16 by 9 actually. I mean, some of these images are much too wide though. Like for example, like this one is. Actually, this one I might not even use. So I just rendered it just because for the heck of it, but it's gonna be enough like this. This is fine enough. This is not like a shot that is really important to me, so this one's a good one. Yeah, but I haven't checked the chat for a little while, eh? Um, a new viewer. This is insane. Oh, okay. Hi. Thanks for commenting, Daddy. Sorry, I'm was a bit slow on responding. Josie Workshop, hello. Chronos, hello. Man, that shine on the eye and the makeup art are just immaculate. Chef kiss. Thanks. Appreciate it. Dear Shishina, hello. Yeah, for the rest we're good. So yeah, that's the thing I like about that render is like I used to have to do like a lot of post production on my renders, and I find that not anymore. Very happy about that. Reduce noise. Oh, I think there was not even any noise to reduce in this one. Oh, there was a little bit. All right. So technically now we're done for every images that is in that frame size. So we'll just open a new, well, actually, let's just check what's the next size. Oops, other way around. Whoop, there you go. Dimension 4,000 by 25. And then there'll just be one last one. Okay. 4,000 by I think I do have one here. Again for the frog character. Yeah. So that was the same one that I've been using. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna do a resize for this one. And let's drop him in like it's hot. Oops. Some images I could have just cropped, but what I like about making renders for every shot like this is that if there's like a blurriness, like a depth of field, you can actually control it for this frame exactly. It's not the most like optimized way of going at things, but with like batch rendering, the fact you can do them just like overnight while you sleep, it's like, well, yeah, might as well. It's not a big deal. I'm just rasterizing the layers. All right, so I have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 6, 7. Okay, frame 6, which is just a close-up one. This one is probably going to need more like this at the bottom, so we can still see the. Or I might actually might need to add some vignettes for these close-ups. Is there going to be any noise reduction? Yes, there is. Let's do the noise reduction now. Filter, reduce noise. What renderer were you using? It's Arnold. I'm using Unreal, but the picture don't come out clean at all. Yeah, I had this experience with Unreal as well. Arnold is really good for that. Okay, let's reduce the noise here a little bit. There we go. It's clean as a whistle. Now, vignettes. Let's transform this into a smart object in case I want to change the blurriness in the future. I don't need to put this one so high now. There we go. That's should be good enough. Anything here I need to fix? No, the logo and everything, I don't need to change them. That's already the right value. All right. This is not the best shot, but I'll still do it. Let's copy. Is the layer, the vignette affecting anything? Not really, but the vignette doesn't need to be that strong on this one. Is there any noise reduction needed? A little bit, let's do it. Boom, boom. Filter Gaussian blur, not Gaussian blur. I want noise reduction. Keep trying to not use my pen. There you go. Boom, as simple as that. Next one. Yeah, this one was a good angle. I liked it. Let's reduce the vignette again. Probably some noise reduction on this one too. Minimal, but still. Let's do it. It's free. Free noise reduction for everyone. There we go. Easy peasy. See, once you have the template, it's just running through everything. It's okay, well, this one is I kind of like the vignette in this one if I reduce it. That's fine. Once again, minimal noise reduction. Okie do. Next one. Yeah, some semi-tedious work, but that's fine. Not really any here. I found like when there's like, okay, so don't quote me on this one, but when there's like contre-plongé shots, like undershots like this one, where the camera is looking up to the character, I find that like having less like vignette and at the bottom of the screen is like better for some reason. I don't know. It's like my eye tells me that, but any noise reduction to do. Not really. Okay, all right. Well, we're done for this batch. And now for the final one, which is our 4x5 shots. While I'm at this, I think I'm going to make the render turntable because I'm at the right format. I'm going to open it into another file. So this one is our turntable. I'll reduce this image to 2560, which is the size of the other one. So I can just like drag a few things from here. I'm not going to need the vignette, but I'm going to need this thing and the logos and the effects. And to make sure everything is like in place, I'll also create just this just like a red color, like a red square. So if I align the square on like properly, I know everything else is placed properly. So yeah. Target at different depths. So yes. Let's see how it just plays the square over. Because of like I have a few like layers that are a bit like all over the place. It's hard to like snap it in the middle. So having this square, now that I align the square in the corner, I know everything is in place. There's probably a better way to go about things, but this one works for me. All right. Let's make sure everything exists at every point in the timeline. I haven't figured out a way to just like grab a few things and change their length all at the same time. See, it's just changing like one. It's or I don't know if there's like a, if you right click on it and see there's not much options. Photoshop for animation is not the most user friendly. Then again, probably wasn't meant to be. It's like asking a car to be a boat. Like, yes, you can try, but for doing like something like that, it's not bad. It's just taking like a sequence of images and applying layers on top. So Well, you know that's how I animated my standby video. Let me find it. Yeah, so like this video here, I actually animated it completely in Photoshop. It was a pain. Well, I mean, there's like the light is rendered in Keyshot, and these like kind of like sound waves. They're man, oh my god, that was so complicated. I downloaded Winamp to get like a visualizer. I recorded the part of like the visualizer in like the biggest screen possible I could do. I projected it on the face of the guy, and I already had the audio clip, right? So I knew like the like this EQ actually is the exact EQ of the song playing in the background. Um, because it's from Winamp, right? So it's just like responding to the EQ and everything. And also like the smoke in the back is the exact same EQ as here. It's just it pops in just when the music is strong, right? Like here. And the rest, like the scan line, the jittering, the zoom, it's all done in Photoshop. It was a mess to do, but whatever. I wanted to try. I wanted to try it, and I had fun doing it, so there you go. Do you plan on continuing the series with animal then? A pug next? I'm gonna do another animal if it's I did a cat, a dog. If I do another animal, it's probably gonna be like a mouse or I don't know, like the standard of like animals households animals. I mean, watching and admiring your work, the render looks fantastic. Thank you, awesome stuff. Thank you, much appreciated. Okay, let's just look at what it looks like. If like there's like an obvious layer that like I didn't drag to the end. No, seems to be in order. Um, let's close this. Make sure I don't save it. This I can save, and I can render. There we go. That video will be done. Again, this is gonna take a little while. Hey, you know what? While this is loading, I'm gonna make myself another coffee. I'll be right back. I'm back. All right, let's see. Okay, crap, I made a mistake. I forgot to remove the effects layers, so now there's dust on the screen is, you see it's not moving. So the logos, that's fine. It's in the effects. Yeah, that dust thing here. Okay, let's save this. One last time. Sorry. Okay. So we did the post on a video. That's good. We're going to finalize the post on the images. Once this is done, I'll do a quick couple of. I'll show you how I render my ZBrush renders, and that'll be the end of that stream and the end of this series as well. All the rest that comes afterwards is just posting the images online. I'm rendering the elementalists right now. I'm almost done with I'm done with two of them for the renders. Like all of them are pretty much are all like at I just finished the baking stage for all of them. So but two of them I finished the textures, the lighting, the rendering. It takes a long time for those. Like for this for like also that was the point of the Megagato was to be able to do things relatively quickly, right? Using a technique that is that cuts corners to get like some pretty good results. But for the elementalists, since they have like much more complex materials, also like it's a project that like I care more, so like I spend more time being critical about it, not necessarily like like important, I'd say, but I like to put more effort into it because it's something closer to my heart. All right, let's double check everything's fine. There we go. I could have spent more time rendering with like a better SSS, but it's fine. It's fine as it is. It's a yes, it's absolutely going to be fine like this. I can always re-render everything at some point when I'm gonna have not anything to do and re-render it with like a better anti-aliasing or something like that, but I don't feel like I need to do that for the moment. All right, so we're done for this sequence. Does this mean that you are starting a new project for the next week's stream? Yes, indeed. I'll be re-rendering the Megagato. Okay. So now we're going to want to have... let me check how I did it for this. So in 4x5... This is for when I did the frog. Yeah, I went with like pretty small logo. I don't know if that was optimal. Technically, you know what? Like, this character could almost fit in my Meganimal series, but I mean, it's kind of like an ode to Chrono Trigger, so it has its own place in my mashup. So, how much FX do I have here that I want to drag along? I'll keep it open just in case I want the dust one. What's the resolution again? .28 by 35. Okay. Yeah, logos will probably not be these. Oh, no, that's wrong. Yeah, there we go. Flush in there. Okay, so once again, well, this one we're gonna want to have a bit of vignette as well. Don't forget to rasterize those images. Okay, let's put a bit of vignette. I'll just try to make sure that like the vignette doesn't get the head of the character, so I always put my circle a bit more like this. There we go. Reverse. Convert to smart object. Gaussian blur, same as the last time. Reduce strength. What's up, Marco? Hello, hello. Are you judging the Sinners contest? Yeah, I am, of course. There's going to be a few judge. I'm going to be one of them. Just going to change the music a little bit. We hope to do nice in the contest. Well, you know what? Me, as long as people are having fun, I'm all okay with everything. This is really just what I'm looking for at the end. I think I'm going to reduce the size of these. That's about right. Logos are done. The effects work. Sometimes I put some overlay on the faces when they don't like pop enough. But I'd say that for this character, since his head is really like sticking out from the rest, it already pops like enough. Oh yeah, is there any noise reduction to do? Yes, there is. There you go. And next one. This one I'm gonna add a vignette because the logo is a bit lost. There we go. I just realized maybe I want to change something. Let's just save these first. No. Not the biggest fan of those last shots. I think I was really like hurting to get some side shots, but not sure how much they're working out. So Look 3D saying, yeah man, it'll be fun. I have designed a character in a while. I haven't designed. It's already fun, but I am very bad in texturing because I do miniatures, so it's a challenge to learn texture finally. Thanks for that. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. And theme cool too. Very good to know. Very, very good to know. Jeez, okay, my pen's just not working. Not much noise on this one. All right. We're 1 hour and 45 minutes in. Done with these. Oh, we're working on thumbnails? No, we're working on renders. All right. So this is Jan. All right. Let's keep Photoshop open. So now what I'm going to want to do is just get a few shots from ZBrush. I'm probably going to use like these images as examples. All right, let's open Photoshop, ZBrush, I mean. I don't think I'll render all the images today because it's going to take more than 15 minutes, but I can at least like start to show you how I handle this. Okay, let's use this scene and I'm going to explain what I did to the scene. Let's remove a few subtools that I don't need. Okay. All right. Let's clear these timelines. I won't need them. So I'm just dragging the dots outside of the frame. It deletes them. All right. Okay. So first, let's just decide on the canvas size. To 2650 by 2560. No, I want 2560 by. There we go. Resize. And let's double that, I guess. Double it? Yeah, let's double that. All right, so if I actually, not scroll, but zoom out. So this is our actual frame. Model is going to be here. Let's load in our Megagato model, the last one. Okay, let's get the texture out. I guess the base we're gonna keep the texture, and it's only because I want to put it like darker. While the rest of the character is going to be white or gray in that sense. Feeling like my focal length is a bit extreme. Yeah, 50. Now, question is, do I really want to keep that base? I guess for a few shots. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go around and basically like mimic all of these images, these angles, right? Because then I'm gonna re-render them in pretty much the same angles. Since I spent some time like capturing like a few angles that I liked, so I'll be like doing the same. So like trying to get this one after the other. So I'm gonna have my reference off screen, but this is what I'm doing. Hey Chaos, thanks to you, I've finally been able to achieve my dream of sculpting hard surface out without having to traditional box model. That's a great thing. Perfect. All right. So I'll save one here, like I just pressed on it, but it's not really a frame I'm going to want to render, so I'm kind of like going to leave it like not with the others. So now I just want to get a bit more of a kind of upshot like this. Not too much though. Okay, so that would be about it. I'm gonna want one on the edge here. Watching your stream makes me feel like I know how to sculpt when I don't. Hey, I like it. By the way, I like your stream, dude. I don't spend enough time on Twitch, but like I've checked a little bit, and I really appreciate like anybody that kind of like shares as much. So yeah, that's all good stuff, dude. All right, let's pick this one here as well. The side view, I'm just gonna let it go. I just don't like it. Let's do the back view. A bit of up shot as well. Yeah, it should be fine. And there was the frontal one, like a bit on the side, that kind of like had a good vibe to it, if I can use that word. These are gonna probably need like some vignettes to get rid of like the bays here because it might actually be distracting. Once we're done with that, also we can, like I said, I'll do like a render test, show you like how I composite the rim light. Likewise, the stuff you share is a treasure trove. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I might be changing the direction of the light because there's a lot of shade, especially on the face here. I had kind of like the same issue when I was doing my renders in Arnold. Let's just make it a little bit bigger for composition. Smaller so we get more of the arm. It's lagging a bit. It's a pretty heavy mesh. So there we go. Come on. Come on. Like this. There we go. That's about the shot that I have here. Then I had one side view shot. Not too much side view. That was about it. This one I don't know if I'm going to be using, but might as well render it. Okay, and there were a few, like, lower angles like this. There was the frontal one, but I'm feeling like I'm not going to use all of these. I guess I can save them into the timeline, and before I start rendering them, I'll just double check if I really want them. The thing is, like, also, like, I don't have like the effect of the rim light right now, and maybe like with the rim light, it just really like pops out more, and it's nice. It's just I'm saying composition-wise, when they're in gray like this, it's kind of like they all kind of like this look the same. I'll take the frame where it's looking upwards a little bit. I'm actually learning a lot watching you, but I need to put in practice what I learn and don't know how. Oh, dude, it starts by opening the software. it's intimidating for sure, for sure. There's a lot of stuff that intimidates me before I start them, and but once you get like into like the groove of things, it's much better, right? But it will never happen before you open the software, right? So I think it's just like taking a leap of faith, like they say in the new Spider-Man movie. Actually, it's not new anymore because they just came out with the second one. My son is addicted to those movies, and I'm there for it because they're super good. I'm talking about the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movies. Okay, close-up back view. We're almost there. Oh, we're at the 2-hour mark, but I'll do it a little bit longer today, just for us to be able to get at least one ZBrush render done. There we go. Do I need even more close-up than that? No, I won't. There's no reason. There's not much like fine detail on this character, so never mind that. Okay, all right. So once we're here, um, I'm just gonna show you the well, like what's important about this character, this render. Okay, so in document, that was the size of my files. My material is just like my random render mat 2. It's just like the same as like the standard gray. I think the specular is like just a little bit higher, but it's basically just the render, the normal material. So we're gonna do AO shadow. Okay, so these are the important values. I pretty much always use these. AO, it's almost like you don't touch anything. I just reduce the blur a lot because I don't need it. Maybe I'm gonna put it at 2 though. And 7.5 might be a bit intense. We're gonna do, but this we can fix easily and re-render. So let's just see what we get. For the shadow, I think what's important is the angle. You should get it at 44, 45. For me, like I feel it just like it softens the shadow a bit more. I like this degree of softening, basically. Blur just at 1. I mean, if you have enough rays, it should be fine. 88 rays should be enough for a character of that size, I'm thinking. But like the rays is pretty much the quality, right? Yep. And resolution, I never really touch it. Anyways, and the shadow strength, like the global strength, we're gonna test it after. Other than that, here in the light. So this is my. I don't know why it's. Okay, there we go. This is my main light. Right now it's really on top. Like I said, creating a lot of like shadow. I'm not sure if I'm gonna want to actually keep this one. I'm gonna save my light here. Light 1, let's say. Actually, Z-render. Let's put it in there. And these are going to be my other lights. Like this is a rim light on the right, rim light on the left, rim light on the right. This one's a bit lower and it's a bit more intense. Probably these are the one I'm going to be using. And these are, I'm not going to render with the rim lights, but we'll see. Okay, so what I wanted to do is I want to just like take this and put a little bit more frontal here. Like right now we're getting not a lot of shade on the character, which is unfortunate. It's a bit more shade. I'm gonna save this one as light 2. I'm just gonna compare both of them. Yeah, I feel like light 1 is too much shaded. Let's see. Let's do a test render, I guess, at this point. Oh yeah, I'll just show you the values for my lights. Okay, that's not needed. That's not needed. That's not needed. There we go. All right. So they're pretty much all like the same values. Like you have them as like shadow, sun type, positions always the same. 0, -1, 1. Uh, light shadow that I never play with, and this I never really play with. But like they're all kind of like this kind of like value. And the intensity of the rim lights are going to be 1.9. This one is going to be 0.85, a bit of ambient. That's pretty much it. These are all the values I'm using. So let's render this image. It's going to take a little while because it's still like it's a pretty big like resolution, but it's not really long anyway, so you see. And what I want to see is I want to see how strong the shadows are, because I might actually reduce the strength of the shadows, because I'm thinking 7 and I mean 0.7 and 0.75 is a bit high. Do you have videos on how to make UVs your way? Well, I mean, I've got all of the streams that I did in the past. So yeah, just go on YouTube. Go to the bottom link of on the screen here, and go on our YouTube page and check the playlists from the other streams that I did, and I show the entire UV process. All right, so the shadow is not too intense. Probably that with the rim light, it's going to help a lot as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab the actual result, like the shaded result from this. Let's call it 1, save in PSD. I'm not going to create any depth with my ZBrush renders, so never mind that. I don't think I'm going to be adding any more shadow or AO, so I'm not even going to grab this. And am I going to mask? I'm going to grab the mask just in case, so 1M, let's say. So we'll leave it to that. Actually, no, let's just make sure that my shadow quality, shading quality is good. Yeah, it's fine. Yep, it's all good. All good, all good, all good. Now I'm gonna render one of the rim lights. I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah, I'm gonna use the same like resolution as well, like 88, because it didn't really take long to render, and the rim lights on the base, they suck though. I should almost like remove the base from the I'll think about that. Finally caught you live. Thanks for the amazing streams and YouTube uploads. Hey, my pleasure. Okay, thanks. I only have seen up to when you did the methods you do with hard surface and just ran with it and started redoing all my armor. Sorry about that. I'll check them out. Sure, man. Go ahead. Okay, so even with the shadow, it still like lightens the base a bit too much for my taste. We'll see. Maybe I can just like take care of that in post. But like the rim lights are good. They're pretty much at like the size and the fall off that I want for the models, so that's good. I'll save this one. I don't need to save the mask. I'll just save it as 1 and R1. water. So rinse and repeat for the rim light on this on the left here. This one is much stronger. Let's just see what it gives. We'll make a little test. I'll start from this file here. This one is in 4000. No, wait. No, I'm gonna grab the 6000 one. Also, I'm just gonna open the Z file from the frog renders, see what I did. I don't think that I did much manipulation other than like some leveling and stuff. Yeah, it's just a little pass of like levels and stuff. What's the logo? Never mind the logo. Some noise, level pass. See, I'm just gonna grab this and it's gonna be enough. I didn't even actually use a mask. You see, I dragged the mask here, but I ended up like not even using it. Oh yeah, there's something else I have to render. It's true. Wait, what are those? What are those? Yeah, okay, I did render a version with like too much shadow at first. And I ended up like using one that's brighter because it was just too shaded. Yeah, okay. That's what I did, eh? But there's also like a curvature I want to bake, so let's do that. Z1. Let's go back to ZBrush. Save this. 1L. There you go. And yeah, my curvature. There's like a curvature material. It's almost like already like done in ZBrush. It's one of the sketch one here. Framer. I'm not sure which one it is, but it's almost like, yeah, this one. You see, it's just it has some like shadow thing in it, I think. But I always end up like using my own, so I'll just grab any like material here. Let's go back to our normal lighting also. Come on. And let's load on top of this. Oh wait, maybe it's already loaded in. Curve, curve, curve. No, I don't think I have it loaded here. Whatever, I'll just load it over this one here. Load. There we go. Like this. So I'm gonna render this without shadows or ambient occlusion. Actually, I'm gonna remove the base. Hello, Marco and chat. Thank you for showcasing this render setup. My pleasure. You've talked about the light settings. Have you gone over the material as well that can be watched in VOD? Well, it's going to be on YouTube, but I haven't really done anything to the material. It's just that standard grid material. Oops, forgot to save. So we're going to call it 1C for curvature. All right, so now we pretty much have everything. So let's open it up here. Actually, I'm not even going to drag the mask one. Oh, wait, the resolution is different? Oh, yeah, right. All right, so these are the maps. Just rasterizing them. Oh, wait, are they placed in the middle? There we go. Okay, so curvature soft light 33. So this is just like a subtle like boosting of the details. If I put the curvature on top of the statue like this, you see, it just boosts thing like slightly. I can put it even like a bit lower. There we go. And now the rim lights. So rim lights, let me just grab my modifiers. All right, left. Linear dodge 100. All right. So you do need to have a bit of levels on the rim light because otherwise it basically see this is like the rim light. It grays out a bit of your model, so you need to kind of like get like that slider to go more in the shadows, and then you have like your rim light that works. So rim light for the right side, rim light from the left side, camera left and camera right. I think this one is going to need a bit of this as well. It somehow looks silly with the base. Whatever, I mean, it is what it is. Vignette for this one as well. Vignette can be really strong for this one. Alright, let's put the logos in black and white as well. And one last thing that I do is I just go and check. Oh well, I mean, there's the whole like effects layers that I need to add on top to boost the values and everything. So this is the level layer. This is kind of like a little like dirt on top. Not sure if I'm going to be using those values. One thing I want to do before activating the effects layer is just checking if like my standard shader for the gray is fine. And I just add like a level on top. And I just see if like the mid value, if I boost the mid value, it's better. Like if I put it more in the shade like this. And I can put the FX layer on top. So this is a slight like color balance. It just puts like a bit of like blue in the shadows. Just gonna see how it looks on the other screens. Whatever, it's decent. Now, do I need to? I don't know that I need to boost the layers other than that. This is basically just like making the shadows darker. I don't think that I need to do that. I think I'll just put this one here after all. Now, just wanted to see if I need to have my rim lights as strong as that, or if I'm thinking this is probably like the right value for this. I just want to see if a little layer over overlay over the head is going to be better or worse. not really necessary. All right, so that would be like pretty much the that would be pretty much the idea for the ZBrush renders. Yep. So then you can save it. Z. It's in 5120. And then you take, you rinse and repeat for all the other renders in ZBrush here, and it'll give you your final look. So for all of these frames here that we've established. So I'll probably do that off camera because, I mean, it's not like it's any different. And it'll get you all of your stuff rendered, so boom. Simple as that. Let's make the turntable run again. But sorry. I just need to. That's where it comes from. I thought it was done inside of ZBrush. What are you talking about, Kenyon Swift? What's outside of ZBrush? The materials are from ZBrush. Put a red circle around it and some emojis. Nice, looks good. Thanks. Megagato, yes it is. Looks really great. Awesome, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I think this is it. I think this is it. So I'll finish the ZBrush render, like I said. Eventually, I'm gonna put them in the I'm gonna put them in the same ZBrush composition file that I have. and then I'll have the final images. As simple as that. All right, so well, look, that's yep, that's it. That is finally it for the Megagato. We man, it took a little while, but yep, that's what happens when you work only 2 hours per week on something. But that's cool. At least we're done with it. It was nice. That was fun. I'm looking forward to do the Mega Wawa re-render now. That's gonna be nice. And yeah, I mean, this is it. This is it. Let's just check the chat real quick. Looks great. Thank you. Yes. A little blue tint to the render. I thought you added that in ZBrush, but it's done in Photoshop. Okay, yes, correct. Of course. Hi, how are you doing? Pretty good, thank you. I hope you're doing good yourself as well. Risto, wow, well, thanks. Great word. Thank you for sharing with us. My pleasure. Thank you immensely. The series has been incredibly insightful. Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy to hear that. Nice result, man. Thanks for sharing all the process with us. Hey, it's my pleasure. It's really my pleasure. Seriously. So yeah, on that I'll leave you. I hope everything's going to go well. Anybody that wants to participate to our contest, don't hesitate. Go on the link at the bottom. Go check our Discord. The contest has started yesterday, actually. So there we go. Check all of our good stuff on our website. If you want to rewatch this stream, it's all on YouTube. There's a bunch of stuff you can watch on our socials. So come and encourage us. Give us all the likes in the world, or just follow us. Check out what we have, and yeah, I hope this is all going to be also useful to you. So that's why I do it. So yeah. I don't. I feel like I need to say something because it's the end of the Megagato, but nothing comes to mind. So this is it. Let's start something new next week, and I hope everybody's having fun, stay healthy, and all that good stuff. All right. Take care, everyone. Oh yeah, and let's do a little raid. Just share the love. Share the love. Boom. All right. Take care, everyone.